Welcome to Farming Aid.
In every corner of America's ranching country, producers are beginning to rediscover a group of heavy-framed, power-built cattle that once shaped the nation's early livestock industry. These animals were known for their toughness, stamina, and raw strength, yet over time they were pushed aside as the market shifted toward more uniform commercial breeds. Now the climate is changing, feed costs are climbing and ranchers are searching for cattle that can do more with less. That shift has opened the door for some incredible giants to return to the spotlight. In this video we explore three super-strength breeds that nearly faded into history but are now making a comeback as ranchers look for resilience, efficiency, and power on the range. Their story is a reminder that sometimes the genetics we need most are the ones we almost forgot. Among these returning giants, few animals carry the legendary status of the Texas Longhorn. Known worldwide for its dramatic sweeping horns, this breed is far more than a symbol on a postcard. In the days before feedlots, the Texas Longhorn built its reputation as the ultimate survivor. Herds roamed across the open plains for hundreds of miles with minimal human intervention. Their frame was lean but muscular, their hooves were tough, and their instinct for self-preservation bordered on uncanny. When the cattle drives of the 1800s sent millions of longhorns northward, the breed proved its power by walking distances that would exhaust most modern animals. That ability came from a combination of bone strength, efficient energy use and natural disease resistance that ranchers have only recently begun to appreciate again. Today's producers are rediscovering how valuable those traits have become. With drought biting harder every year, many ranchers want cattle that can stay healthy on sparse forage, breed consistently in difficult conditions and handle rough terrain without constant intervention. The Longhorn's comeback is driven by practicality, not sentiment. Its legendary horns may catch attention, but its real strength lies in genetics that reduce expenses and preserve herd health in unpredictable climates. As more farmers turn back to this breed, its role is evolving. Instead of massive open-range herds, the modern Longhorn is used strategically in cross-breeding programs that aim to blend toughness with desirable meat qualities. Ranchers who once overlooked the breed now praise how low-maintenance Longhorn cows can be, especially in areas where water is scarce or predators pose a threat. Their protective instincts and athletic ability give them an advantage in rugged country where more docile cattle struggle. Even more interesting is how the breed's natural intelligence makes handling easier. A calm, thinking animal is far less likely to injure itself or its handlers, and Longhorns have a unique way of assessing a situation before reacting. This combination of physical strength and mental composure is why ranchers who adopt the breed rarely go back. They find that not only does the breed thrive with minimal inputs, it also improves herd stability generation after generation. America's renewed fascination with efficient ranching has opened the door for the Longhorn to rise again, not as a relic of history but as a blueprint for sustainable beef production. While the Longhorn brings unmatched endurance, the American bison brings raw, overwhelming power. Though technically a different species from domestic cattle, the bison has become an integral part of the modern cattle conversation because of its astonishing physical strength and ecological advantages. For centuries, bison roamed the Great Plains in numbers so vast that early explorers struggled to describe the sight. These massive animals reshaped the land with their movements, creating healthier grass ecosystems and naturally promoting soil fertility. Their muscles developed through constant motion in challenging weather, giving them a level of strength and efficiency modern ranchers can scarcely believe. Today, as the bison industry grows, producers are learning just how valuable this animal can be. A mature bull can weigh well over 1,000 kilograms, yet the species thrives on grass alone, converting rough forage into dense, lean meat without the heavy grain supplementation required by many cattle breeds. This ability to build muscle while using fewer resources is a genetic advantage the beef industry is only starting to fully understand. The bison's comeback is one of the most surprising agricultural success stories of the past century. Once nearly extinct, the species survived thanks to a handful of ranchers who recognized its value early on. Their efforts have turned into a booming niche market that continues to draw new producers each year. Bison meat has earned a strong reputation among health-conscious consumers, and that demand has encouraged many cattle ranchers to integrate bison into mixed operations or explore hybrid programs. The strength of these animals is not just physical, it is ecological. Bison graze differently from cattle, trimming grasses in ways that encourage regrowth while naturally distributing seeds. Their heavy frames aerate the soil as they move, improving pasture health without equipment. This quiet partnership between animal and landscape is inspiring a new generation of ranchers who want to raise livestock with minimal environmental disruption. The bison's power is not a burden, it is a tool that benefits entire ecosystems. Producers who work with bison often describe an experience that feels closer to wildlife management than traditional ranching. These animals are intelligent, perceptive, and always aware of their surroundings. They respond best to low-stress handling and wide-open space, which pushes ranchers to rethink their approach. The result is a style of management that fits perfectly with modern consumer expectations. People want ethically raised meat from animals that live naturally and freely, and the bison industry has become a model for how that can look on a commercial scale. Even though these giants require specialized handling, farmers agree that the rewards outweigh the challenges. Low disease rates, reduced input costs and a strong market demand make bison one of the most profitable niche livestock options in the country. Their return is more than symbolic. It represents a shift in how America thinks about strength, sustainability, and the heritage of its grasslands. While the Longhorn and bison are legends in their own right, the American Braunvieh is the quiet powerhouse many livestock producers are betting on for long-term growth. Originating from the Swiss brown cattle brought to the United States in the late 19th century, the Braunvieh quickly adapted to American conditions and became known for its muscular build, efficient feed conversion and calm temperament. Over time breeders developed a distinctly American version of the animal, one that kept the European strength but gained the growth efficiency and climate adaptability needed for large-scale beef operations. This breed does not advertise itself with dramatic horns or wild origins, yet when ranchers compare performance data, the Braunvieh consistently rises to the top. Its muscle density, carcass quality, and hybrid vigor make it one of the best-kept secrets in the beef world. Many ranchers are bringing the breed back into rotation because of its ability to add mass to calves without sacrificing fertility or pasture efficiency. One of the major reasons for its resurgence is how well Braunvieh genetics fit into crossbreeding programs. Producers who use Braunvieh bulls on Angus or Hereford cows often report calves with improved muscling, faster growth and better conversion rates. The breed also produces carcasses with impressive yield grades, giving processors more usable beef per animal. This efficiency matters in a market where every kilogram of meat must justify the cost of feed, labor and land. Braunvieh cattle tend to maintain body condition even during feed shortages, which has become a crucial advantage as drought cycles worsen across the Midwest and South. Their calm nature is another trait that saves ranchers time and stress, especially in operations where safety and low-stress handling are priorities. A strong, muscular animal that remains easy to manage is worth its weight in gold, and the Braunvieh consistently delivers that balance. As more ranchers experiment with heritage genetics and alternative breeds, the Braunvieh is becoming a quiet star in regions focused on beef quality. Feedlots appreciate how well the breed performs in structured finishing programs, while grass-fed operations value its ability to thrive on forage alone. This flexibility allows the breed to move between different production systems without losing efficiency. It also gives producers a level of security in uncertain markets. If grain prices rise, Braunvieh cattle can finish respectably on grass. If grass dries up, they transition effectively to supplemental feed. This resilience reflects the deep-rooted strength of the breed, shaped by centuries of selective breeding in alpine environments where animals had to survive long winters with limited resources. In many ways, the Braunvieh's quiet power mirrors the challenges facing today's ranchers, and that is precisely why the breed's comeback is gaining momentum. Across America, these three giants are reshaping discussions about the future of livestock. Their stories represent more than a return to past breeds. They reflect a shift in priorities among ranchers who understand that strength, resilience, and efficiency are no longer optional. The cattle industry is facing rapid change, from climate disruptions to market fluctuations, and the animals that respond best are those built for the long game. Whether it is the Texas Longhorn's legendary endurance, the American bison's ecological power, or the American Braunvieh's unmatched efficiency, each breed brings something essential back to the table. Their resurgence is a reminder that progress in agriculture does not always come from new inventions. Sometimes it comes from rediscovering the genetics that carried us through the toughest parts of history. As the livestock industry pushes through tougher weather, tighter margins, and growing pressure to raise beef more sustainably, the return of these powerful old-line breeds feels less like a trend and more like a turning point. Their strength, endurance, and natural efficiency were shaped by generations of surviving in hard country, and those same traits are becoming essential again. By bringing these giants back, ranchers are preserving genetics that matter and building herds that can handle whatever the future brings. The comeback of these super-strength breeds shows that real progress often comes from rediscovering what already worked. If you want to keep following stories like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel and drop a comment about which breed impressed you the most.